Hi, sweet friends. Welcome. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I am here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have a great class for you today. Before we get started, I do want to let you know that a couple of blocks will be super handy for this class, and we will be doing a few things from knees, so that trusty blanket could be helpful underneath the sits bones, underneath the knees, and then there will be one other thing at the end of class that the blanket could come in super handy. So if you have the blanket or a nice fluffy beach towel, even a firm small pillow would work for you here today. So go ahead and grab what you need and I'll meet you right here on the mat. I'll let you know that today's class is about the idea of softening. So we've had some comments about how we're sick of COVID, the weather's nasty, but I still feel like we hold so much tension and anxiety in our bodies. So you're going to hear a lot of cues today for us to just keep everything nice and soft. So I want to start in a wide leg child's pose. So we'll just start with the knees on the outside edges of the mat. Let the belly completely rest down in between the legs. Let the arms reach nice and long above you. And take a few breaths in and out through the nose, just letting everything go. Soften right here. And give yourself 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift up the upper body. We're going to walk those hands over to the right. And then take a fresh inhale. And as you exhale, softly let your body fall back down towards the mat. Just releasing what's ever over there on that left side body all the way down to that left hip. Notice any tension in the jaw. And give it one more breath. Inhale, rise up over here on this right side. Let's walk these hands all the way over to the left. And use a fresh inhale. And then exhale to sink back down. If you feel like you went too close to that edge, come out just a little bit. Walk the hands back towards center. And give yourself one more breath. Inhale to rise back up and then bring those hands back right above you. We're going to move from that wide-legged child's into a tabletop. So once you get into this table, we're going to start another breath cycle. So this will be your inhale, and then your exhale is to go into child's. Let the breath completely go. Soften as you roll the brow down towards the mat. And then a long inhale to move back into table. And exhale, release into child's. And give yourself time with the inhale and the exhale to really release fully, to take everything in fully, and then just to let it go. Move through a full exhale, moving into that child's. And then we're going to inhale into table, exhale into down dog. So keep those legs nice and soft here. Pedal through the feet, whatever feels good. Just stay soft where you can. Through the neck, through the shoulders, through the head. And give yourself 2 more breaths. Walk those feet and hands towards one another. Let's meet in the center of our mats in a forward fold. Big bend in those knees. Keep the upper body nice and soft. Let's take an inhale halfway. Find that long spine. And exhale to release back down towards the earth. Inhale down low. And an exhale, slow rise, coming all the way up. Leave those hands next to the hips. Reach through the crown of the head, but keep some softness in the low body. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, bring those palms down in front of your heart, bow chin to chest. You've got 4 breaths here, just staying nice and deeply connected, awareness to the inhales and the exhales. And give it 1 more. Go ahead and turn towards the long edge of your mat. It doesn't matter if you can't see me. And then let the legs come nice and wide. The hands are still at the heart. Keep the knees soft. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, wide leg forward fold. Let it all release down towards the mat. So take your side to side sway here that maybe even incorporates a ninja lunge. Just feeling into the inside of the legs. Give yourself 2 more breaths. And settle in the center. Put a big bend in those knees. Take an inhale. And exhale, slow rise, coming into that wide-legged mountain. Hands come down near the hips. Settle the breath in the body here. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Start to shimmy those feet closer together and then turn towards the front of your mat, but stay in the center. And give yourself a nice big inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And exhale, find that forward fold. Walk the hands forward, feet back, and we'll meet in down dog. Give it one more breath. So in just a moment, we're going to use our next breath cycle to move from down dog into plank, and then immediately on that exhale, slowing with the breath all the way down to your mat. So here we go. Inhale into your plank. Exhale all the way down. And then we'll do our little Spiderman push-ups. So you're going to bring those fingertips to the mat, elbows up towards the sky. Before we do anything, see if you can release and soften through the low body. Inhale, rise up with the crown. And exhale, let it all go down to the mat. Keep the elbows up towards the sky if you can, moving with your breath. Trying to keep softness in the low body. Give it one more complete round. And then as you lower down this time, you're going to bring those palms under the shoulders. Let the brow come to the mat. Release everything. And then take an inhale to reach through the crown of the head. Hold it here, 2 breaths. Feel the belly breath pressing against your mat. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Bring your palms so they can stack on top of each other right under your chin. And then just bend your knees. Give yourself some back window windshield wipers. You can rest your chin on the top of your palms. And if you feel like you're gritting your teeth here, remember you can always put your tongue on the top of your mouth. It makes it almost impossible to grit your teeth. Give it one more breath. All right, extend those legs long, palms come under shoulders. On your next inhale, go into your table, and exhale back into your down dog. One more breath. Walk those hands and feet back to the center of the mat. We're going to meet there in that forward fold. And if you'd like to take a moment here to shake out the head, sway side to side, go right ahead. We've got 2 more breaths. All right, inhale halfway, long spine. And exhale to release down towards the mat. Inhale down low. And exhale, slow rise. We'll meet in that mountain. Palms face forward, crown towards the sky, softness through the knees. Inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And exhale, bring palms down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Deep inhale and exhale through the nose. We'll turn back to the side. Again, if you can't see me, you'll have done everything we're going to do with me before. So bring those legs nice and wide. And then take the hands from prayer, bring them out into a T. We're going to spin on that left heel, move right into Warrior 2. Your gaze is towards the left finger, middle finger, towards the top of your mat. Keep the hips open. And see where you can soften through the shoulders here. And give it one more breath. Slowly let that left elbow come down to that left knee. The only place that has to stay strong is from elbow to shoulder here. Inhale, reach these right fingertips over to the left. Stay soft where you can. One more breath. Inhale back to your warrior two. Straighten through that left leg. Take an inhale, send the left fingertips forward and down. We'll move into triangle. So think about moving that upper body back in line with that right hip. Stretch through that left hamstring. Notice any tension in the jaw or the neck. Give it one more breath. Bend the left knee. Take an inhale. Move back into your warrior two. Turn your palms up. You're going to take an inhale, straighten through that left leg as the arms reach up towards the sky, and then spin on the heel of that left foot. Move where you start to engage the whole body from the soles of the feet up to the fingertips for 5-pointed star. So even though you're engaged, see if you can keep that breath. One more. Inhale. Let everything soften. Let's move into warrior two on the right side. So right fingertips. Well, I say you're going the same direction as me. You might not be, but your gaze is over the middle finger, right middle finger. That right elbow comes down to that right knee. That's the only place that needs to stay nice and strong. Inhale, reach these left fingertips over. Soften where you can. And give it one more. Inhale back to your warrior two. Settle in, just one breath. And then we'll straighten through that right leg. Inhale, right fingertips forward and down, finding that triangle over on that right side. Moving that left shoulder in line with the left hip to keep the heart back in line with that whole left side. Give it one more full breath cycle. And then bend that right knee. Take an inhale. Let's move back into warrior two. Settle in on the exhale. One breath. Turn those palms up. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Spin on that right heel. We're coming back into that full engagement. So ripple through the soles of the feet, engage through the glutes, through the core, up to the fingertips. Don't hold your breath. You've got two more. Inhale. Exhale, let everything soften. Bring those palms back in front of the heart, bow chin to chest, shimmy those feet together, and we'll face back towards the center, or in the center towards the top of your mat. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And exhale, finding your forward fold. Soften where you can. Make your way into your down dog. So for the next 2 breath cycles, because it'll take 2, you're going to inhale into your plank, exhale through your chaturanga, and then inhale and exhale completely in your up dog, keeping your low body relaxed. So here we go. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release into the posture. Notice the teeth. Curl your toes. See if you can meet me back into plank. Inhale. And then exhale to lower all the way to your mat. Keep those palms right where they are. Bend those knees. Back window windshield wipers. So just another option to release through the low back instead of going into child's. Last breath. Go ahead and extend the legs long. Move through your table into your down dog. One more breath right here. Take an inhale, lift that right leg up towards the sky. You can bend the knee, open the hip. Circle that ankle, whatever feels good here. You've got one more breath. Straighten the leg, take an inhale, bring knee to nose, step that right foot through. We've got crescent legs. If you need to lower that left knee down to the mat, go right ahead. We'll inhale once you feel stable and make our way into crescent legs. You can just bring those hands out into a T, arms out into a T. Reach through the crown of the head here. Settle in through the legs. We're going to inhale, bring the arms and the chin down towards the chest as the arms come together in front. And then exhale to open up. Keep it soft if you can. And keep the breath long. And do one more round. And then see if you can keep it open, sinking deeper into your crescent legs or your kneeling crescent, just opening through the heart. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, let your hands come down inside of that right foot. If your left knee's not already lowered, go ahead and lower it. We'll shimmy this right leg out to the right, coming onto the right outside edge of the foot to find your lizard. So you can stay up on hands, reaching the crown towards the sky. You can come down onto elbows. Notice the tension, see where you can soften here. And last breath. Let's make our way back to hands under shoulders if you came down to elbows. And then send that left hip back. Let the right knee come back to meet the left. Curl toes, lift hips, down dog. In and out through the nose. Take an inhale, lift the left leg. Here's your 4 breaths. Bend the knee, circle the ankle. Point and flex the foot. Straighten the leg, knee to nose, left foot steps through. So we're setting up for crescent or kneeling crescent, your choice. Go ahead and rise up on an inhale, settle in on the exhale. Make sure you feel stable, and then we'll open those arms into the T. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale to open. So wherever you are, hold your next exhale open. And settle into that right leg, softening through the hips. Inhale, arms lift. And then exhale, coming down inside of that left foot, right knee lowers. Shimmy that left foot out and then come onto that left outer edge of the foot. And find what you want on for your lizard on this side. And give it one more breath. Go ahead and let that right hip come back. Left knee comes back to meet the right. And then give yourself a child's pose. Releasing through the low back. Brow comes down to the mat. Soften where you can. And give it one more breath. Use your next breath cycle to meet me in down dog. Let's take a slow walk up to the top of the mat, and we'll meet together there in a forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway, long spine. And exhale, release back down towards the mat. Inhale, down low. And exhale, slow rise. Let's meet in mountain. Soften where you can. Reaching through the crown of the head, give yourself a breath. All right, so our balance pose for today, we've done this one before as well. So take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head, and then exhale the palms down in front of the heart, but keep the gaze where you can have a focal point for drishti or soft gaze in front of you. Take an inhale and move over to the left side with your weight, getting light on those right toes. So we're going to move into that standing staff. So flexing through that right foot, lifting all the way up as far as feels okay, knowing that it feels tense, breathing through it. Inhaling, bring the right leg over to the right. Hips become more square. So drop that right hip down just a little bit. Keep the leg lifted. And then bring the right leg behind you. The sole of the foot presses towards the floor, even though it's not touching. Let that right foot step long behind you. We're setting up for pyramid. So find the length that feels okay in your body. Keep the hands at the heart, long spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale, we're coming halfway. Hold it right here. Inhale again. And exhale, fold towards the floor. Hips square if you can. Neck relaxes. One more breath. Bend that left knee just a bit. Let this right foot come up to meet the left. We're back at the top of the mat in a forward fold. We'll inhale halfway, long spine. And exhale, release down towards the floor. Inhale, down low. And exhale, let's meet in that mountain. Give yourself a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth this time. Shoulders relax. Inhale, arms and gaze lift. And exhale, palms come down in front of the heart. Find your focal point. We'll take an inhale. Move body weight over to the right side. Light on those left toes. Go ahead and lift that left leg as high as feels okay, keeping that left foot flexed. Try not to grit your teeth. Put the top of your tongue on the top of your mouth. All right. Bring the left leg out to the left. See if you can square the hips, but keep that left leg lifted. Keep breathing. Left leg goes behind. It's not far. We're not trying to lift it up towards the sky. It's just back. Working on those glutes. Left foot stays flexed. One more breath. And then go ahead and step it back. Find what feels like could feel good for pyramid. And then go ahead and square the hips here. So send that right hip back just a little bit. Take an inhale. And then exhale halfway. Long spine. Inhale here. Exhale, release down towards the mat. And keeping a bend in the knees just to keep everything soft. One more breath. Bend that right knee. Let the palms come down to the mat. We're going to move into down dog from there. And if you want an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, take it. Use your next 2 breath cycles to meet me in up dog. Settling in on the exhale, softening through the low body. Knees come to the mat, send the hips back. Find a child's pose, releasing through the low back. And then in this child's pose, if you'd like to take your hands down near your feet on either side, maybe even bring the palms together where they meet at your sacrum with the fingers interlaced. And then you can lift the hands together from the hips up towards the shoulder blades. Only if it feels okay, you don't have to. Wherever you are, give it one more breath. Release the hands down towards the hips and then unlace the fingertips, bringing the hands under the shoulders to press up. And we're moving into table, but just so we can swing those feet and come down to our booties. Once you get down onto your booty, go ahead and roll down onto your back. Bring knees into chest. Circle those ankles. Point and flex the feet. Rock side to side, releasing through the low back. Let the back take up some space on your mat, so reach those shoulder blades down. All right, the soles of the feet are going to come to the mat with the knees up towards the sky. I'm going to offer you two different variations. We're going to move through bridge, just regular old bridge where you lift the pelvis. If you want more, though, you can shimmy the feet closer together and then splay the knees out so the outside edges of your feet come to the mat just like we did in lizard. Either way, palms are face down next to the hips. We'll give ourselves 3 rounds. So as you're ready, take an inhale and then exhale up. Hold it 2 breaths. Inhale. Slow lower back down to the mat. You've got 2 breaths to soften into the mat. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale to lift. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale to lower, completely releasing into the mat. 2 breaths. Last round. Inhale. Exhale to lift. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale to lower, releasing 2 breaths. All right, if you did frog bridge, lift the knees back up towards the sky. And even if you were in regular old bridge, then the knees are up towards the sky. So take your right arm and extend it long into a half T. And then you're going to bend that elbow and you're going to take the back of your palm, well, your whole palm, but slide it under your back where there's that arch in your back, that natural arch right above your sacrum. And then, so the back of your palm will be on your back, and then your actual palm will be down on your mat. So once you get the palm there, go ahead and release the back down, release through those shoulders, take up some space. You're going to keep this right knee bent just like it is. Extend the left leg long down your mat. And extend the left arm up over your head. So in just a moment, I'm going to tell you what we're doing before we do it. We're going to lift up only like an inch off the ground with our upper body and our leg. But your goal here is to keep the crown reaching away so that the chin stays somewhat in line with the chest. This is called the Mcgill Crunch. So take your inhale and then exhale, barely lift up, reach the crown of the head towards your fingertips. Breathe here 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, release back down towards the mat. So we're going to do that again on this side. I want you to pay attention to what happened with your jaw and your teeth. So go ahead and put the tongue, your top of your tongue on the top of your mouth to see if you can keep from gritting up and tensing up extra through your neck and shoulders and jaw. All right, here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale to lift. Reach the crown of the head towards those fingertips. Left leg is lifted as well. Keep breathing. See if you got one more breath in you. Inhale. And exhale to release. So remove that right hand. Maybe bring the hands in and give yourself that hug where the hands go around right at the shoulders. You can even bend that left knee, windshield wiper the legs. All right. We've got to do the other side. So keep that left knee bent. Extend that right leg long down the mat. This time that left arm goes into that half T. And then you're going to bend at the elbow. Palm comes under the small of your back. Reach the right arm up over your head. Here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale to lift. Crown reaches. Keep that right foot flexed if you can. Tongue on the tip of the mouth. Top of the mouth, rather. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale to release down towards the floor. Rest through the shoulders, through the foot. Get ready. We're going to do it one more time. We're holding it 4 breaths. So here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale. And exhale to relax. Hand can move from the small of the back. Bend that right knee. Maybe the arms come out into a T. Windshield wiper the legs a little bit deeper. Give yourself about 2 more breaths here. You can bring those palms down, face down on either side of your hips. Both knees are bent. Take an inhale, reach this right leg long towards the sky. And see if you can get where your whole back is on the mat. So tilt that pelvis up towards the sky. We're going to inhale, press into that left foot, press the right leg up towards the sun, towards the sky or the sun that's not there right now, and then exhale back down. That was really bad. But anyway, keep going with me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And give it one more. Inhale up. And exhale, lower back down. Keep the hands where they are. Bend that right knee, right sole of the foot back to the mat. Inhale, lift that left leg. Keep the pelvis tilted up just a little bit to keep the low back on the mat. Here we go. Inhale, lift the leg. And exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, press into the right foot, lifting through. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Left foot comes to the mat. Here are I'm going to give you 7 or 8 breaths this time. What does your body need? Here, these last few breaths are just for you. Go ahead and make your way into whatever Shavasana will be for you today. And as you start to settle in, give yourself that inhale through the nose, exhale, sighing it out through the mouth. Soften everything, releasing all of your weight into the mat. can slowly start to bring some awareness back into this space that we have created together. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the fingertips. And then allow yourself to roll on to one side or the other for just another moment. I'll meet you back in a comfortable seat whenever you're ready. So our quote today is from Shauna Lee Gibson, and she says, "Soften when you are tempted to be critical. May you know kindness, and may you be kind. Until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me. Namaste."